here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and we are also live. Glad that you have joined us. It is Sunday, the 30th day of August, 2009, and we are going to be live here for the next 2 hours with an incredibly important broadcast. Number one, I can't believe that we're almost up to the 8th anniversary of 9/11. Isn't that amazing? Time just flies. We do have some big news coming up this year in and around 9/11. Just a little heads up to folks. A word of the wise is sufficient. This is just amazing how all the issues we talked about over a decade ago and got called kooks are now just mainstream news. And the media just has debates about whether it's a good thing or not. And so not only do we cover the news, we unravel how they spin, how they manipulate, and the different tricks that we've learned that the establishment dinosaur media uses. Here's one. Cheney says cooperation with CIA probe will depend. And you read the Reuters story. He's saying that he's basically above the law and that he may not comply with the presidential investigation, or congressional investigation for that matter, or Justice Department investigation, saying he's above the law. His own fourth branch of government, not just saying the executive is above the law. Well, he's not above state grand juries. No one is above the law. No one is allowed to say kidnap children and roast them as suckling hogs and, put an apple in their mouth on the Thanksgiving Day table. It's very simple. The president, the vice president, Adolf Hitler, for that matter, Mao Zedong, they're not above the law. But the media is spinning this. Oh, will Obama prosecute the CIA guys that did a drill by somebody's head, threatening to drill their head with it and blowing smoke in their face? And then the fake conservatives get on talk radio and say, we're going to do something about this. How dare Obama? He's not protecting us. The terrorists are going to hit us. Obama is protecting the White House. They've got to burn a few low-level people for petty things like a drill, which is terrorizing and threatening to kill somebody. I mean, it is a hardcore form of psychological terrorism, terrorizing somebody, but it's nothing compared to the Army's own 4-year-old report that they raped children with objects dripping with battery acid and raped women in front of their husbands, and that 97% of people taken to Abu Ghraib and other camps in Iraq were totally innocent, and that the White House memos ordered them to do it. Congress 4 years ago saw the footage of this, not just the Army's report, and decided to do nothing. So see, you better hope they talk about drills all day and threatening people with a drill. You better hope they divert you off into that, because if they get into the real stuff, they're going to bring all the real criminals to justice. So all you little fake neocons who've been busy destroying this country, and now you've handed the baton off to Obama, you guys make me sick. So we'll talk about that. And then the other news is just unbelievable. Huge economic developments, huge swine flu developments. And, of course, Bill would give President emergency control of the Internet. I've been talking about this for 8 months. In fact, Bush was proposing this before Obama even got in. And so, yes, we're going to break down the plan to end free speech in America and to federalize the Internet. But it's finally in CNET News. It's finally on Drudge. It's finally on ABC Nightly News. Finally, people are calling me asking, why aren't you covering this more? Kind of like asking me, why haven't I ever talked about 9/11? When I'm the father of the 9/11 truth movement and talked about it 2 months before it happened. Yes, we're going to cover that. And Media Matters and national media are attacking me, Rush Limbaugh, and Glenn Beck. Why? Why are they mixing me in with those two guys? We'll explain it all. Important show lined up.
This is Alex Jones.